This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken just shy of the 10 and taken down just past the 20. At about the 21-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. 70, 10 more. Safety's creeping. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, 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 check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 29, Pickett. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up. 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. So we got man. 41.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Taken from about the 12. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Hey, here we go. Check three.
Now Gino on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On second down, it's Walker. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, 15-0 here in the first quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett, on it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. From the 50, it's Smith. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They snap it to Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Geno now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett steps away to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, here's Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. In motion right here comes Johnson. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 45 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, ready? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On the set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check it. Ready?
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett, he'll buy some time right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
In your face.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 2nd and goal. Pickett flushed out right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Zach Gentry from 4 yards out. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
It's caught at the 1. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Big stop
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Being chased out left. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload.
On first down, Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Now Gino. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing now is Gino. He's got his tight end Fant.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check 50. Check 50. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Smith throwing again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
Buying time to his left.
Pickett slides down, and he picks up the first.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Check in.
Ready, go.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down. Shift.
They'll try the air now with Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here it comes, here it comes. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check, Bobcat, check.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Cougar 19.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Warrior 70. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Smith. It's caught. Block it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Off play action. Pickett.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And this one's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On play action, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Let's go now.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Smith. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
8-6 the score after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Let's get there. 57's the mic.
Here we're going to 54. Why ain't?
It's a party now. It's a party now. Check, 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 check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. In motion left goes Hilton. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first down carry by Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give here to Pollard. Able to slither by and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Watch the slant. Check three.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline.
And now off to the races down the right side. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Here we go. 58's the mark. We're going to 53.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. We're going to 54.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go! Make it happen!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
55 is my guy, 55.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all pay King, pioneer.
Smith. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hey, check Mike.
Third and long, it's Smith. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Ready?
On fourth down, Smith.
Come on.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra
the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Get ready, get ready.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Elliott.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.